Okay, I think I'm live right now. Hello, everyone. Oh, let me make sure. Hi, everyone. It is Ayana, your life and soft skills coach. Hello and happy Sunday to you all. I'm just making sure that my volume is good. Hi, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. Before we dive into that quote, I just want to say one thing. My course is almost done. And I mean it this time. I'm so excited. I'm so proud. And actually, the themes of the course are kind of related to this quote, which is why I chose it today. But I wanted to inspire you and give you something to make you feel good as you go into your week because you deserve it. Okay? You deserve to go into your week feeling good. And anything that I can do to help with that, I'm here. I got your back. So today, the course should be done by tomorrow. Da, 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 da. Okay, it would have been even better if it was done today, but whatever. I got other things going on, and I'm a mom. So I am so proud of myself after weeks and weeks of working on this course. It is all about helping you grow your confidence and work on having a more positive mindset so you can be successful in your professional and personal lives. I've been a teacher for over 10 years and I've been a coach for several years now. I've worked with thousands of people around soft skills and around accomplishing goals. And what I've seen time and time again is if your mindset is not in the right place or if your confidence is low, you won't even try to take risks. So that's why I created this course and I'm so excited. You will see that it's coming out tomorrow or Tuesday at the very latest. All right, so I'm so excited. Okay, so look out for that. Now let's dive into this week's quote. Okay, let me make sure, looking at my time to make sure I'm not talking too much. Sometimes I get a little word happy, but I just came from a run and I'm feeling good and I want to inspire on this Sunday. And today's quote is, "You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." You're braver than you believe and stronger than you seem and smarter than you think. Whew, I love that. Good old Winnie the Pooh, right? So let's dive into that, right? So I love that quote because this is exactly what my course is all about, right? This is exactly what we were just talking about. We underestimate ourselves all the time. We feel fear, which is a normal human emotion when we're trying to go after our goals, when we're trying to accomplish something. We want to make big changes in our lives, whether they're health changes or whether they're, just lifestyle changes. We have a lot of fear, but we have to remember we are actually braver than we think we are. And every time I go through a traumatic situation or I deal with something that feels overwhelming or that makes me feel, that feels like a dramatic obstacle in my life, I have more often than not impressed myself with how I was able to handle it. Nowadays I look back on those things that caused me so much dread and anxiety and made me feel like my life would just be over. And I'm astonished at how I got through it. And not only through it, but doing even better than I could have ever imagined. This week I was actually talking to a friend and I was talking about the fact that I'm starting a coding program, that I'm almost done with a coding boot camp, and I never thought that I could code. I never thought that I could learn how to do coding because it seemed so out of my wheelhouse. I looked at some of the language of it and it seemed really foreign to me, but taking it one baby step at a time, now I'm becoming proficient at it and I'm shocking myself. And we do that all the time with goals, and we do that all the time with life obstacles. Same thing for being a caregiver. Same thing for me being a teacher. I had to teach a lot of really traumatized youth who had a lot of behavioral issues, and now I excel at that. But in the beginning, it was really overwhelming. So there's so many examples of ways where we show up and we are actually braver than we think we are. And so just look back on some of those times in your life where you surprised yourself, and they'll help to remind you of how brave you can be and how strong you can be, right? You're stronger than you seem. And same thing, what I also love in this quote too is smarter than you think, because this is one we tend to sleep on. This is one we tend to downplay and minimize. So many of us have been brought up to be humble, and there's nothing wrong with a little bit of humility, but really we've learned to downplay and minimize all that we've actually done. And we learn to downplay our accomplishments, and especially when it comes to professional success and academic success, and we don't see ourselves as smart and capable. But you are, in fact, smarter than you think you are. You have gotten this far because you have learned and grown. And, part of how we learn and grow is through mistakes and failure. And a lot of times, and I saw this especially as a teacher, we see our mistakes and failure as examples of us being stupid, as examples of us not being able to get something done. But stupidity for me is a word that I absolutely hate. It's something that I have banned in this household. Ask my kids. I'm not kidding. Okay? Because it's not real. We make mistakes on the road to becoming proficient. We make a lot of mistakes, and that's how we learn. And it's when we pick ourselves up from those mistakes that we actually learn and grow and get smarter, right? So we all start out stupider. Ugh, I hate that word. We all start out ignorant. We all start out, at the beginner level. But we have to keep going and practicing and trying in order to get smarter and more proficient. So just remember that you are smarter than you think. Okay, so Winnie the Pooh had a lot of good guidance. Maybe I'll go watch some Winnie the Pooh today, right? But this is one of those things. And just remember, you are incredible. You are amazing. You can accomplish your goals. You can go after your dreams and just whatever you need. If you need to be talked into that, let me know. Hit me up. I'd love to speak with you, but you got this. You are your answer, all right? And this week, Winnie the Pooh is helping us with that, all right? Stay tuned for more details about my upcoming course in the next couple days. So excited, y'all. Take care. Have a good week.